guys, this is Kingsley once again, and I'm here with another video. In this video I am going to show you some cool passing chords that we use whenever we play Ghanaian worship songs. So I'm going to show you about 3 of them, and I normally use them when I am playing any Ghanaian worship song. Yeah, and it's so cool. So we are going to play it in the key of F, although I have transposed it to Daniel to the key of D. Yeah, so I'm playing it in the key of F. And the first chord I'm going to show you, let me show you the left hand for this progression. So the left hand will do Do or the F, then we do La or D, then we do Mi or A. So that is what the left hand will be doing. Yeah, and then you would ask that what will be the next chord whenever we do this passing chord. Actually, after this chord, we go to either the 4 or we go to the 2. So on your left, you do your 1, you do your 6, and then you do your 3. So let me show you the accompanying chords on the right. So with your right hand, you will do inversion of the 1 chord. Inversion of the 1 chord, and that is the second inversion. So you will do this one, you will do this one, then you will do either the 4 chord, that one to inversion. So the 4 chord, you see this one, so we can do the first inversion. That will be the 4 chord. Or instead of doing the 4 chord, we can do the 2 chord, and that one too. So the 2 chord, in this case, we have the main chord, the first inversion, and the second inversion. Or sometimes I add the 2. So I can add this one, so I can play D, then I play my F, my G, and then the B flat. So I have this. So the first chord will be this, the second chord will be this, and then the third chord will be this one. So this one right here is, we will play the E flat or the tor, what we call the tor, E flat, then we play A, and then we play C. So tor, and then Mi, and then So, or E flat, A, and then C. So we have this one, we have this one, we have this one. Yeah, so that is that. And then on your left, you will do this one. So that is the progression. And it sounds so good. So anytime you want to go to the 4 or maybe the 2, you can actually do this one. So let's see, maybe, let me use a song. Let's see. So I hope you saw that. So after playing, or maybe let me start here. So then you do that. Then you go to the 2. Then you continue. Or maybe you can also take it to the 4. So you can do So it depends on you. You can either take it to the 4 or the 2. But then the first progression or the passing chord I'm showing you is this one right here. So that is the first progression that I'm showing you. You can use it in a lot of songs. Let me see. I normally do it. Yeah, so you realize I played it. So you realize I normally play this particular one. Yeah, and it's a very nice way of going to the 2 or the 4. Now the next progression that I'm going to show you is this particular one here, and that one too, we have so many ways of playing on your left. Even the first one that I showed you, this one, the Do, La, Mi, you can do it another way. Yeah, so as for the bass, you can change it. The same way with this particular one that I'm going to show you. Yeah, so you can change the bass. But then let me show you what I normally play. So what I do is that I start on the A, then I go to the G, then I go to the F sharp right here. And normally I also do this whenever I am going to the 2. This one, mostly the 2. So I do this A, G, and then F sharp, or Mi, Re, D. This one we call it D. So you see this one is Do, then we go to D. So I also do this one on the left. Yeah, and then on the right, I do the very chord that I showed you, the first chord, the same chord. So this one is the F, but then F major chord, but then the second inversion. So I do this one right here in addition to this. So it becomes this one. And then from here, I do a C minor. So that is a C major chord. You see 1, 3, 5. So a C major chord. Then you flatten the second note right here. This the middle one, and it becomes a C minor chord. So I play this one, which is our first chord. Then the second chord is this one right here, which is a C minor chord. Then after this one, I do a chord on the F sharp. And in this case, the chord that I will play here will actually be a D major chord. To be a D major chord. But then I want to put this one at the top. Yeah, so sometimes if I want to put this one at the top, after doing this one and doing this one, then I do the D, the inversion, so that this F sharp will be at the top. So it depends on you. But then you can also do this one. And most of the time, I add the 7 to it. I add this particular one to it to make it a major 7. Yeah, so I play it like that. So these are the various ways that we can play it. So let me do it real slow for you guys to see how this one also sounds. So that is how it goes. Yeah, so this one too. Let me use the same song. Okay, so here, okay, let me see. So here I've already done this one, and then, but I could have done this. But since I'm already here, I can just play this one and come here. So I can just do this one. But then the progression is this. Let me try a different song. Obiaranse wo, Obiaranse, Obiaranse wo. Yeah, so here I can do it. Obiaranse wo. So sometimes you have already hit the first chord, so you can just forget it and do the next two. Yeah, so Obiaranse wo. Then you go Obiaranse wo. So as you can see, I did this one, then that, then this one. All right, so the left side, instead of doing it like this one, you can also choose to do it like this. So instead of this one, because the right is doing the same thing, so you can actually do this. Then you do your normal routine here, then you continue. All right, so these are the two passing chords that I normally use whenever I am playing a Ghanaian worship song. But then let me see if I can also add another one. Yeah, so I have another one. Let me show you this very last one. And this one too takes us to the 4. So this one too, whenever I'm going to the 4, sometimes I do this one. I do first inversion of the 1. I do first inversion of the 1, which is the F major chord. I do this one, and then I do second inversion of the 5, which is C. I do the second inversion before going to the 4. Yeah, so here I do this one on the right, this, then I go to the 4. So on the left two, I will do 1, then I'll do 3, and then I go to the 4. Or I'll do Do, Mi, then Fa. So that is how that one too goes. So sometimes, if you want to go to the 4, you can actually do this one. So now at least you know a lot of ways to get to the 4. So the first one I showed you was this particular one. Then you go. And then the next one I showed you was this one. Yeah, then you can go. Then the next one I showed you was this one.